Alrighty, let's do a little lap around the Nürburgring. So you can see um, how I'm doing it. Yeah, let's go. Alright. I brake right before this like orange thing. That's about where I'm braking. Or I try to brake. But yeah, I like to leave it in second. I feel like you get you just carry more speed through the corner. And you're gonna notice that a lot about the way I drive, at least, is I like to be in a higher gear because that means I'm already going through the corner faster. And the BMW has so much torque that you still get like a good exit. So yeah, you're gonna notice that. Right out of T1, and then we stay flat through this turn. I leave it at fourth. I kind of shift in the middle, but yeah, that's completely flat. And then coming up to this, I'm braking somewhere in here. I'm getting right, and I'm braking, and then I'm gonna apex on the left, and I'm kind of gonna like ease off on the brakes before I get back on. But you do want to get slowed down because the exit coming out of right there is super important. And I don't know if I did a good job on this lap or not. So get to the right, come in, see the brake. It goes down a little bit right there. And then it'll come back up. Try to set it up. I carried the speed. I just didn't get a great exit. Come through here. When I hit this white thing, I'm going to try to cut this curb, leave it in third, and then when you're going into the apex there, go to second. And that's going to help carry you through the corner without running wide. So third on the brakes, cut the corner. I went to second early, I guess. Gas. And then I need a brake spot there. So this one's the hardest part of the whole first sector for me. I don't really have a good braking point for this. But I'm going, and then I'm going to try to get both tires on this curb before you accelerate. If you only have one and you accelerate, you're going to spin. But this, I notice a lot of people don't cut this. I cut it, though, because it gives you such a straighter line coming out that you can really get on full gas so fast. Like, I'm on full gas right now, and I still have this whole corner to do, which most people, I feel like, aren't getting there. Like, switching up, going. All right, let's go. Coming up to food plots. This is going to be... So, there's this service road right here. I give it the babiest of lifts. Like, I'm trying to only go down to like 80% as a lift. So let's see where I go. 75, 80, somewhere around there. Oh, never mind. I'm way down. Okay. I'm taking off more than I realized. Okay. I can do that better though. Like, I've had laps after this one where I was up by like a half a second. So the car actually gets up to close to 100. It does get to 170. All right, so here, once I cross this, I give it a little lift, but again, not a full lift. And then when you hit the crest is when I try to get back on the gas. So a little lift at 50%. I guess I didn't really do it that time, huh? Anyway, yeah. The long corner down to third gear. Trail brake in. You can get on the gas early here. And just carry that speed down the foxhole. And this is another one after compression. It's another one that's kind of tricky. This whole section is tricky. Like, I don't really have a braking point. It's somewhere before the sign. That's all I know. And I'm trying to get into fourth and cut that curb on the left. So let's see. I brake, before the sign. Into fourth. Cut the curb. I'm already almost fully on the gas. And you can chop the fuck out of that thing. Gas. When I get to this, I'm going to start braking down into third, accelerate through the apex. Braking down into third, accelerate through the apex. And then, when I get to that, I kind of missed it. But when you get to this, that's my brake marker for the next zone, which this shit's so complicated. The second, and then into first. And then I'm using my left monitor to try to line up the turning point for here. I didn't really get it great, but I just want to accelerate out of there as best you can. Going by Rebel Tree. And then here, when I get to like right before this, I let off the gas and coast through. I think I go to fourth here. You can leave it in fifth. I've been doing that a lot, and it's fast. So just kind of coast completely off, down into fourth, get on the gas, and then when we get by this, that's my braking marker. Take it down into third, trail brake through, early on the gas. Careful, because if you get too quick on 100%, you will spin out, with this setup at least. I wait till the sign is fully passed before I brake. Sign's fully passed, brake. Try to keep it wide so you can get a wide angle to swing through. I didn't do a great job of it here. I definitely turned it in early. It's so hard to get a perfect lap here to do everything right. Okay, you want to get wide out of here and stay on the gas through the chicane. You don't need to lift. Straight down all the way through. It's scary, but you got it. And then when you get close to the end of this, I don't go all the way. I start to just do like a little baby brake and try to trail brake into hit miss. So like 50%, 40%. Oh, I did a terrible job. Okay, never mind. That was a bad one. This one, it's hard to see in this lighting, but there's like a bunch of tire marks right here. I'm going to try to brake for that. Third, second. I'm going pretty slow, but it was smooth. I'll take it. I didn't get the best traction out of there, but this one was just flat, 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 and then when you get close to the end of this curb, if not the end, you're going to brake, trail brake, leave it in third, accelerate after the apex, carry it through, and then, oh shit, wrong button. Yeah, just carry the speed. And then this is my marker, this stripe right here. That's where I just bit the gentlest of brakes, just enough to turn the car, not so much to slow it down, and leave it in third. And then be careful, there's a bump through here. Like when you're accelerating, there's going to be a bump, and you kind of want to ride that bump with the throttle. You don't want to just be flat with it. You kind of want to massage that bump with the throttle. So through. Man, I just kind of went for it on that one. Okay, I didn't really hit the bump. Okay, never mind. Coming up to this motherfucker. So I brake in between the caution sign and the Yokohama sign. And then this one is like the other one where you just want to stay as wide as possible for as long as possible. I turned in a little early there, and then where it does this little flat out on the curb, so I wish the car was more sweeping in. You kind of want to be sweeping in through that, because when you get to that, you can be accelerating early if you have it lined up right. I'm too early on the inside, so I'm trying to force it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. And then until we get up to Mutt Curve, just leave it. I leave it in fifth the whole way up the mountain. Fifth is a cheat code. So I'm going to just drift over while fully on the throttle, and then once my tires touch this gray stuff, that's when I lift. And depending on what lap it is, how much gas you have in, you might do a half lift or you might do a full lift. And then you kind of got to massage the throttle, because you don't want so much speed that it washes you all the way out into the off track. But the throttle is going to help you pull through the corner. So it's tricky. That's what makes this corner so hard, is finding that balance on the throttle to pull you through. So we're going to just touch that over the line. Starting to lift. I don't do a full lift, I guess. Yeah, okay, so I left it at like 25%. And then just kind of massage it. Oh, I didn't have to massage that one. I could just go full. This one is you just barely lift. And then get back on. Oh, God, that was ugly. And then coming into here, this corner, I hate it. I brake at the orange thing. Try to get down to second and just find any kind of traction. It's such a hard corner. Try to get into fourth, and then right around this thing, I'm going to try to start braking, get into second. Or carousel, which is a motherfucker. And carousel, like this part of carousel, this whole middle part, it doesn't really matter how fast you're going. You can be going fucking 20 miles an hour. But once you get to here, that little, like, once you start getting to this guy, you need to be, like, really accelerating. You got to see how I'm picking it up a little bit. You really want to be getting on the gas, because it's all about the exit. And that one, I didn't want to hug the right so much, because I just wanted to keep the traction control. All right, this part's tricky. I struggle with this part. So I keep fourth through here. flat. Oh, I went into fifth. No, I don't like going into fifth. Okay, I can't believe I went into fifth. Because you got to get down to third. After this left apex, you got to get down to third for the right apex. Okay, into third. Okay. And I touched the curb. If you don't touch the curb, that would have been nice. And then this corner is deceptive because you can get on the gas so fucking early. Like, I'm just like, I barely even brake. Like, I don't go above, what, 40% right there. Just trail it, and then I'm already on the gas. Like, before I'm even, like, I'm still on corner entry. This corner's crazy. Like, full gas, boom, out of there. This one's tricky because I want to just sweep in flat, but it's better to lift a little bit to really hug the camber in the apex so you can set up the next section. So, yeah, I lifted, which is the better way to do it. And then early on the brakes, too, down in the third, you can leave it in fourth if you want, but you want to get up on this. You want to cut this because that's going to open up the next cut. So this is a super cut corner. Up on there, into fourth, up on that, and then just flat. And then, all right, when I get to, like, right before this peace sign or whatever the fuck it is, the end of the red, I'm starting to just hit it with, like, a 50% trail brake. Carry that through. I carried the speed okay. That wasn't that pretty. This, pretty simple. You just want to gently brake. Try to get full throttle. When you get to the end of this, you're going to trail brake till you get to the apex, and then accelerate, trail brake, apex, on the gas. End of this curb is when you get on the brakes. I guess I'm early. Yeah, that was ugly. All right, yeah, dude, ice curve or YouTube, whatever you want to call it, this is easily where I fuck up. But last night I spun out twice. Not on ice curve, but, like, that was trash. That was so bad. And then, yeah, when I get to this Alaban, this area is where I try to brake. I should be getting to second. I need to get into second, like, fast. Because once you're in second, you don't even need to brake. You just let the transmission carry you into the apex. And it's that straighten out. But I'm going to lose the back end, I think, right? Oh, never mind. I thought I lost the back end on that one. Huh. Anyway, yeah, it's just, you just want to get slowed down so that you can, like right here, it's basically straight because you can cut it on the right. Like right now, I'm just going straight. Coming up to the jump. Jump's scary. I like getting into fifth so that I can get that pull of the downshift when I land. So I go off the jump. I'm on the brakes, downshift. I'm not hard on the brakes, just enough to turn the car, and then use the throttle to kind of pull you through. Didn't quite hit that second apex, which is important, because if you hit that second apex, you can just keep it flat. You don't have to lift. I'm probably going to have to lift because I went wide. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I had to do a big lift. So that's costing me, what, 3/10 maybe, because I just had to lift there. Go wide. And then, all right, yeah, this is pretty, I just call this the roller coaster. Just keep it flat. The beamer is insane. Fifth gear is insane. And then, like, around here, in between the orange thing and the 179 markers when I start braking. Fourth, I try to get on the gas early to pull it through. And then, where is that thing? Yeah, like around where it's really dark after this white shit. I'll downshift to third. This corner's so hard, I turned in early. That sucked. You can do that so much better. And then, yeah, this in between this one and that one is the next break. I leave it in third. You really want to get down in here. I kind of miss it. The closer you can get to the curb without touching it, the more hooked in you'll be, and the faster you can get on the gas. And the better your exit will be. That was kind of a sketchy exit. Let's see, I struggle so much with this shit, dude. I lift, so not a full lift. I still have some gas to help and pull me through. Gas, and then I still don't have like a great, like this thing's kind of my indicator to start turning in. But just a lift, and then I'm on the gas. Yeah, I fucked that up, but I was able to keep the throttle down. I left it in fifth. You can leave it in fifth, sixth, doesn't really matter. Over the bridge, down here. Sorry, you're going to stay fully on the gas for longer than you want to. still. And then the lighting's kind of tough right now, but there's a little dark strip right about here, and that's your marker to get on the brakes. So you're flat all the way through there. You don't lift, none of that. Boom, apex, right there. That's when I start braking. You can even brake later if you want to. And then I'm going to hit this part right here, but I really cut that. But there's a big bump that'll unsettle the car, so you got to be gentle on your inputs when you're going through that section especially. See, like I did, watch the little dip in my brakes when I go in there. See, like I went down and then got right back up on them, downshifting, getting it into second, and then I'm going to take some of this curb to set up the next corner. Curb, I'm fully on the gas, just a little lift through there, and then like, this is such a hard corner, but yeah, you really just got to know your brake. It's a pretty simple corner. Boom. There you go. That's a 638.9. I definitely have a 37 in me, maybe even a 36, but dude, getting a fucking perfect lap around here is just insane. But, alright, man. Good luck.